How do you get your brand tone? I want you to go out, tell your story on some type of video, and then I want you to upload that into ChatGPT and then ask ChatGPT to tell you what your brand tone and style is for what you talked about. Hello, and welcome to the Influence and Growth Mastery Podcast, where high-performing CEOs and entrepreneurs learn to scale smarter. I'm Tanya Gossage, founder of Gossage Consulting and the Power Connectors. Right here, every week, you're going to discover the real strategies in referral marketing, authority building, and AI-powered automation to help you attract high-ticket leads and grow through smart connections, not cold outreach. There was a time in my life when I was doing it all. I was answering the phones, opening accounts, juggling family, college, a new marriage, barely holding everything together. And I believe I've told you this before, but I remember the moment when it all shifted. I was in my boss's office, terrified, but I was determined. He handed me this small card. And for those of you that are watching this on YouTube, I know those of you that are watching it audibly, you can't see this card, but it was this. It was called a commitment card for commitment goals. And he said, "Do you know how to set goals?" Basically, he wanted me to visualize my future. He said, "See yourself there every day, morning and night." I wrote down my goals. I signed it, tucked it to where I could see it every day. One of those goals, though I couldn't write it down, was to take his job. And not just his. I wanted to lead. I wanted to grow. I wanted to be someone who wasn't buried in task, but shaping the future. But that was not a straight line. I faced burnout. I wore every hat like I talked to you about. I was suicidal at one point. I was told that I couldn't be promoted because no one could take my place. I was too essential to grow. That's when I learned the most important lessons of my life. Leadership is about doing more. It's about doing the right things and leading through others. So over the years, I rose to director and executive vice president of retail banking and training. I'd led dozens of projects and acquisitions, developed my love, my passion for technology, and helped build out a powerful CRM for the bank that drove industry-leading results. But more importantly, I built leaders, I created systems, and I got my life back, which was so important to me. And today I teach CEOs, founders, and entrepreneurs how to scale with clarity, with confidence and ease, using the same principles that took me from switchboard operator to the C-suite. It's what I call the scale framework. And it's how you stop surviving and start leading like a true CEO. I want you to listen to this. If you've ever been stuck in the weeds, you are in the right place. And I know that I can't see you, although some of you are seeing me, but I want you to think right now, who here has been told that you're too essential to be promoted or things would fall apart without you? That was crushing to me that day. And if that's you, you're not alone. And I want you to know that's not a badge of honor, while it might feel like it is. It is a warning sign. And that's what I'm here to help you shift. That's my mission. Today, I help service-based CEOs and founders who are stuck in those weeds of burnout from doing it all. While you may think it's something to be doing it all, it's not. After 34 years in executive leadership, from building departments from scratch to leading 22 direct reports as a director and executive vice president, I literally lived what I teach now. And I created this scale framework because I saw so many brilliant entrepreneurs plateau, not because they weren't capable, trust me, but because they were trying to lead like employees, not CEOs. And my mission is to help you simplify, delegate, automate, and lead through others so that you can scale without sacrificing your life. And I want you to know that there's 3 common solutions that people think that work, but they don't. And I want to expose those to you right now. Number 1 is just work harder and push through. How many of you have been told that? Just work harder, push through it. Most founders were raised in the hustle culture. When growth stalls, they grind harder. Been there. But more effort doesn't solve a broken model. You don't need more hours. You need an operating system. Trust me, I've worked past midnight, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, got up back there at 8 o'clock in the morning. Number 2, hire people and hope for the best. You hire a virtual assistant or a junior team member, but then you micromanage them or redo the work anyway. Why? Because you've never been taught how to delegate strategically or create systems that allow you to step out of the weeds. Wrong. Number 3, invest in more tools without a strategy. AI, CRMs, funnels, tech can amplify your efforts or magnify your chaos. Without a clear vision and structure, tech becomes another thing to manage, not a multiplier. Those are 3 common solutions that do not work. And so out of those common traps, working harder without strategy, tech without structure, which one has eaten up most of your time in the last 90 days? Think about that. Think about it to yourself. There's no judgment here. But if any of that feels familiar to you, you're not alone. This was me. I'm telling you what was me. And what changed everything for me? It wasn't more effort. It was the shift in how I led. When that president said to me, I can't elevate you any higher. I can't give you another promotion because there's nobody to take your place. I had to get a strategy within that weekend. Things had to change for me. And now I have a scale framework. That's what this is all about. So let me just run through it. I can't go deep into it today, but I will at some point. The S out of scale, strategic vision and planning. Again, I'm not going to go through what each one means because I want to do something else today. C, connect and build relationships. A, automate and leverage AI. L, lead through others, delegate. E, execute with excellence. And so now that you know what each of those stand for, you might be wondering, where in the heck, Tanya, do I even start? Where do I start? I want to help you get started. The truth is, scaling your business doesn't have to mean sacrificing your sanity. It means you've never been shown a CEO operating system that fits you, that's designed for you. Whether you need to delegate, systemize, or finally step into your visionary role, you don't have to figure this out alone. You don't. That's why I created a private container where I walk you through step by step through the scale framework customized for your business. When I started as a young wife trying to balance college, a job, marriage, I once was terrified to even speak in public. I had zero experience in technology, zero. But with mentorship, vision, relentless determination, I climbed all the way up to the director, vice president status and built departments, teams, systems that thrived even without me. And today, I've helped CEOs across industries step out of the weeds and into true leadership. You do not need more hustle. You need the right structure and the right support. I want you to imagine 90 days from now, you've got a team that runs without you, leads coming in from warm connections, and clarity to focus on what moves the needle. What would that do for your income? What would that do for your peace of mind? What would that do for your weekends? How would you feel? I know how you would because it's happened for me. One of the things that I want you to do so that you can get ready to start scaling your business and leading like a CEO and not be an employee, because I'd love to support you. One of the things that I want you to do, and that is start with your Chat GPT. You have to get your Chat GPT right. I'm going to run through. I wish I could demo this for you. I'm going to do a demo and put that out on my YouTube. But there's a few things that I want you to do so that you can, quote, humanize your Chat GPT. But I want you to go into your Chat GPT settings and I want you to turn on and off a few things, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is go into your Chat GPT settings and under the General tab, I want you to, number one, find a voice out there, out of all of the voices for your avatars. I want you to find one that you like and select it. I also want you to turn on show additional models. Turn that on. Then underneath personalization, I want you to turn off enable customization. I'm sorry. I've got mine turned off right now because I've been doing some stuff for a client and I turned mine off. But you can turn it on and off as you're doing things for you versus a client. So turn those on and off basis whether or not you're doing things for you and or a client. On the Chat GPT personality, leave that set to default. Underneath custom instructions, this is where you're going to put your custom instructions. For your brand, you're going to put your brand tone there. How do you get your brand tone? I want you to go out, tell your story on some type of video, and then I want you to upload that into ChatGPT and then ask ChatGPT to tell you what your brand tone and style is for what you talked about. What I did was I just told my story. I got on, I can't remember if I did it through Riverside or if I did it through Loom or how I did it. But anyway, I just got on a video and I recorded my story from where I started in college to where I am today. Uploaded that story and asked ChatGPT to give me my brand tone. And then once you know that, you're going to put that here in custom instructions. And then about you, where it says nickname, you're going to put in your name. My name is Tanya. I put that into the nickname. Occupation, what do you do? Put that in there. Basically put in there what I help entrepreneurs and CEOs do. More about you. This is your bio. Put your bio in there. If you need help with your bio, then ask ChatGPT to help you with that. Memory, you can either turn that on or you can turn that off. That's strictly up to you. I typically leave mine turned on and then I go in and manage the memory and I delete things from there. And then let me go into advanced. You're going to want all of those things turned on. Then under connectors, this is where you're going to enable your connectors. If you want to use agents in the future, you can connect your calendar, your Google Drive, your email, GitHub. We'll talk about that in another session, Canva, Notion, and anything else that you want to attach. Again, I'll come back and talk about that in another session. Schedules. This is so good. Schedules, let's not do anything there today. Data controls. You want to turn off, improve the model for everyone. Turn that off. Very important. Make sure that is turned off. You do not want to share your data with OpenAI or the models to take your content to improve the model. Turn that off. remote browser data, mine's turned on. Pretty much everything else, just leave that as it is. Security, you want to turn on your multi-factor authentication so that as you're sharing things in ChatGPT, you do not want take a chance of a hacker to come in and take over your ChatGPT. So turn that on. Then for your account, this just shows you what type of account that you have and what you are subscribing to. Okay, that's really all I want to show you, but it's very important that you go in and get your brand tone so that we can start helping you get human content out of ChatGPT. And for that is all that I have to share with you today. I am so ready to see you to start working like and leading like a true CEO in your business. If you have not already, grab my CEO intensive offer. Seats are limited, but I would love to support you and help you grow and scale in your business so that you can lead with referrals, strategic delegation, and AI. Talk to you again next week. Bye. Thanks for tuning in to the Influence and Growth Mastery podcast. If you're ready to attract high-ticket leads, scale with AI, and grow through powerful referral networks, visit my website, gossageconsulting.com. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with any CEO who is ready to simplify, scale, and succeed without the burnout. Until next time, stay influential and keep building smart connections that drive the real growth. See you soon.